Yo, all right. I'm so yo, people. My bad. Like, can you believe it? Yeah, I literally ran the. I literally ran the intro, and as soon as I ran the intro, my Virgin went, "Nah, we're we're taking you out. We're taking you out, man." Virgin went, "Nah, blood, we're taking you out, man." So my bad about that. I'm here now. Romz, he's gonna be pulling up in about I don't know. He sent me a message. Obviously, he's got to travel to the Nether Realms, in it, South London. You know them ways there, and he said there was delays on the train, so he should be here in about 10 minutes, something like that. So the first 10 minutes you got to deal with me only, and then after that, Roms will come in and we'll start doing up some talk. So obviously, those that are here, 20 inside, big up you, man. Uh, just make sure you're getting involved, man, doing shit that you get me have to do, man. I don't really want to spend my time saying it, but if we can just like the button, your mods just in the chat. If you're here and you're a mod, just remind people, slap the likes, man. We want to try and get all my videos to 100 likes before I exit the streams. I don't really want to spend my time saying too much on it, so you get me, do them things there. Obviously, we've made big progress in terms of subs. Like, we jumped like 27 subs from the stream that we did yesterday. So we're now on 4.762, on our way to 4.8, because we're on our way to 5K. If we could get to 5K before the season ends, that would be brilliant. That would be brilliant. That would give me like the summer transfer window to work on getting to 10K, and then hopefully before next season starts, we start the season with 10K subscribers, and then we just keep on going from there, innit? You know what I'm saying? So people, come and join the village. It's a nice place over these sides. We have a little bit of fun, all them things there. And yeah, man, also make sure you're subscribing to Romz's thing, Football Verbal. It is in the title. Go and show him and his man them some love. They make some good content. So they're on the road to 5K as well, I believe. So let's just make it happen. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's a nice day. I hope everyone's had a good morning slash afternoon slash evening, wherever you are. I went out mad early, went to the gym, got there for like 6:30 a.m. in the morning. You know them way there. God, yeah, man, get Blanc season. That's what we're saying. That's what we're. Do you know what? Yeah, I have a sneaky feeling. Did the intro not play? That's dead. The intro didn't play. That's so dead. Damn. That's a don't. Once the stream's done and it's all uploaded and all them things there, I'll just cut out the beginning because yeah, Virgin just said no. That's annoying though. I like that. I'm all there chilling to the intro and you guys can't even see it. That's dead, man. That's dead. But yeah, big up everyone, man. Just quickly, we need to get back to 100 certified Shinobi in it. So I think we got about another 20 to go. So you get it, click on the link, it's pinned in the channel, you get me. Let's get to a point where every month we have 100 minimum members in it. So whether you yourself can jump up on that link and join, you get me, whether you can give, you get me, whatever it is, help a brother get to his goals. We do a member show every Monday morning, 10 a.m. So there is something there for you, man, to get involved and have chats with me. You know what I'm saying? Also, if you want to support your local friendly neighborhood YouTube, man, you can grab me a coffee. You know them way there. Yeah, big up Shakitsa, big up Hooks. Hope you're good. Big up Guna SC. Good morning, Hooks. Did you watch the UCL game yesterday? That was entertainment. I watched a lot of it. I ended up falling asleep though. I made the rookie mistake of watching it in bed. It's like I forget my age in it. So I was lying down, I was watching it. I was like, oh shit, this is mad. And then yeah, I fell asleep in it. So my bad. But from what I did see, it was a very entertaining game. And I won't lie to anybody. don't think I want to face either of them. I won't lie, man. What 3-3 in one leg? I don't want to face either of them. You know, I kind of need both of them. Yeah, in the next leg. Yeah, all of their best players to get red cards. That's what I need. You know what I mean? Because oh my, you see, do you know what? Yeah, I'll be real. Out of both of them, I'm just gonna say it. Just bring me Inter in it, because I don't want to have to deal with Lamine Yamal in it. I don't want to have to deal with this brother, Lamine Yamal. Yeah, my God, I don't want to deal with it, man. I really like. I'm pretty sure all the Arsenal fans, and do you know what's mad as well? Probably the PSG fans as well. They'd be looking at that game going, you know what? Yeah, just allow it. Bring us Inter. You know what I'm saying? So I was quite shocked though, because Inter got 2 goals. They started off with 2 goals. By the way, the Dumfries goal, the first one, was Greece. But they started off with 2 goals. There was 2 goals up, and I was like, raw, Inter, like, you men are known for like rock solid defense, and you man have already scored 2 goals. Crazy, but then Barca went raw. Yeah. But, you know what, yeah? But what Barca did. Barca went, where is it? This is what Barca did.
Strength, no weakness. We don't do weakness.
That's what Barca did, in it. So yeah, I can't lie, it's looking scary, man. It is looking scary, man. Big up LFC, walk on. Big up Hawks, hope you're good, man. Big up Hennessy, my brother, my bro. Damn, it's buggy. Hawks, your intro. Has the peak. Big up Wake Up News though. Nah, it was my internet, man. It was my internet, man. The God of what? Yeah, man. LFC walk on, man. So originally this show started off as the title race, innit? And truth be told, I can't believe it. I've just seen Smith Meta's name and he don't have a badge. I can't believe it. That one just caught my eye, you know. I won't lie, Smith. I can't believe it. But it started off as the title race, yeah. And then we probably should have started it a lot sooner than what we did. But then, obviously, because Liverpool, they won it, that don't make no sense it being called the title race or title talk or anything like that. So I just changed it to Guard of Honor, in it, because we're on the Guard of Honor tour now. You know what I'm saying? So you get it. Big up all the Liverpool fans, man. Like I said, you won't get no hateration over these sides, man. Over these sides, you get me. It's a safe space, innit? You know what I mean? So if you want to listen to a rival that's not going to chat rubbish about your club, here's a safe space, man. You know what I'm saying? Big up Cobby, big up my bro, like on entry people. You done know. Big up Hanno. Hope the studies are going well. All right, trophyless again. Trophyless again. Ole, ole. What are you talking about, Chelsea? We talking about Chelsea. Hey, you're singing songs for Chelsea. I rate it, man. I rate it. I have a suggestion for an alternate title of the stream. Mayday, Mayday. 1-0 down against PSG. Can we turn it around? Low. Well, I'm sure me and Romz will talk about that. I actually want to know Romz's opinion on that. I won't lie. I big up Talal Rashad. Folks, hope you are good. I told you that you would get smoked. All of that. We didn't get smoked, though. We didn't get smoked. But we did lose, innit? But we didn't get smoked. Aye, Yamal best in the world. Bro, he's different. Yamal, he does ghost. Yamal actually does prove that you should be playing your young talents. And you know what? I can't lie, people. I'm getting increasingly more annoyed with this brother, yeah? Because why is Ethan not playing, bro? Like, I know for a fact, if Hansi Flick was my manager, if Inzaghi was my manager, if Simeone was my manager, if Xabi Alonso was my manager, if Amarim was my manager, you know, even if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was my manager, bro, all of them are starting Ethan. So why is he the one brother in the world that doesn't want to start Ethan when he has the most exposure to Ethan? I don't get it, bro. Big up Taurus 18, man. Nagelsmann, he's playing him, you know what I'm saying? Big up Hawks, done no. Big up Godfrey, man. You get it? He might end Ooh, yeah, this is I don't want to find out. But MLS versus, I think MLS will I feel like MLS will he would do his best, didn't he at least won't get absolutely bodied for the whole game. Yeah, he's down for the physical thing, pause. But Yamal, like the goal he scored against Inter, oh my god. But do you know what? Yeah, this brother just picks up the ball and just says, "Yo, I'm running at you." Do you get it? He just goes, "I'm running at you." Like, I don't care who you are, I'm running at you. Yeah. And when he runs at you, it's like you can't really. This is why I love footballers that are mad progressive, because when he runs at you as a defender, yeah, or someone on that's defending against him, yeah, you're put into two scenarios. Do I back off him and give him space, danger, or do I try and take the ball off of him, foul? He gets a free kick. Do you know what I mean? Like, so. Oh, do you know what? Yeah, I need a manager that's gonna allow my players to play with freedom. I won't lie, man. I can't lie to anybody, man. It's becoming increasingly annoying, you know. They can play both, but Barca's attack is something else. Yeah, it's dangerous, bro. It's dangerous. I big up you, fraud. Hey, big up SA Scouser, man. What you saying, my bro? What you saying, man? I big up Mr. Black Red. We saying, blood. Big up Hooks. How's it going, my brothers? Yeah, man. It's not too bad, bro. Won't lie to anybody, man. I'm all right, blood. Went to gym in the morning. I'm feeling good, bro. Morning, bud. What you saying, Ewan? Hope you're good, man. Hope you're good, man. You get it. People forget there's a second leg. They do, bro. Saka or Yamal. I can't lie to anybody, bro. I'm gonna stop. I'm not taking part in this conversation. I let other people talk about this one. I'm not getting involved. I'm out. I'm not getting involved, bro. I big up DJ Denz, my brother. We didn't get smoked, bro. Yeah, 1-0 is a smoking. It's crazy, bro. You get it, man. I put in a split. I don't know what man we're watching, bro. You get it. All right, big up Shy, man. Hello, family. Hope everyone is good, and I do hope everybody is good, and I do hope everybody's trigger finger is working, because we need to be getting them likes, bro. Ethan came on the 89th minute. Yeah, dickhead thing, bro. Can't lie, it's a dickhead thing, man. Proper dickhead thing, man. Even exactly, Liam. Even Ten Hag would play Ethan, bro. Even Ten Hag, bro. Man are gassing up Due like Ethan Cole, man. Hey, big up LJB Network, man. I swear down, I thought Ethan was injured. When I see him in the 90th minute, I lost my head, bro. I was there with you, bro. I was right there with you, man. Who got better GA this year? Due? I don't know. I don't care, bro. All I know is Due's cold as well. Bring Due to my. Do you know what? Yeah, I tweeted this year, bro. Any club that is serious about this thing, but they just slap the Billy and release clause for your mouth. They just slap it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, both teams were insane. Can't lie. Arsenal doesn't stand a chance. We'll find out, man. We got to beat PSG first, innit? So I worry about them, man, after beating PSG, man. Arsenal will lose the final anyway. Dead manager. I hope we don't. Forest played. Do you know what? Yeah, I didn't even know that you, man, played tonight. You know, I had no clue. Like, and now I'm thinking, yeah, which game week is it part of? Because I don't remember. Wait, I don't remember predicting with George. Did we predict it? No, we didn't. Which means it's part of this game week. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna have to shout George. I don't know, maybe he's in the stream anyway. I'm gonna have to shout George and be like, yo, I need your predictions for we'll have to do that one off stream. I don't even know if he knows. I had no clue, bro. So we're gonna have to predict that one off stream. What impresses me most about Yamal, decision making, he never seems to make the wrong choice, shoot or pass. Yeah, his IQ is super high, bro. The disrespect shown to Ethan is crazy, very crazy, bro. Marino stinks as a DM, but yeah. I want him back in the 9 for the next game. I won't lie, man. 17 generational G. Yeah, he is Ewan, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I big up OBN, man. Big up OBN, bro. 49 people in here. Let's all hit 20. Bro, are we not? Are we not on? Wait, let me refresh. Let me refresh. But I can't lie, yeah. Only being on 28 likes is a bit mad still. I won't lie, bro. Yeah, he's the yeah. Miles defo the man, bro. He's definitely the man, bro. Hooks, you told me you would come Kenya. What's go? Hey, bro, but I got a lot, bro. I will hit Kenya one day, bro. I promise you. But flying to Africa is it's a pricey penny, and I can't lie. I can't say too much in it because I don't know who's watching. Yeah, but I've already got a trip booked in June, in it, late June, in it. Already got a trip booked. Yeah, I went and copped the little selfie stick car. We're gonna be abroad, but we're still gonna be making content, you know, them way there. But I'm going abroad in June already, and I got something booked. Yeah. So, but as soon as man can you get it, do you know what? Tell out, you get me. If you man, you get me, you have to tell them, man, we need more members. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man finally made it, yeah. Nowhere, bro. Big up, man. What you saying, man? What you saying, bro?
Bro, I'm good. What I'm gonna say is, if you're in London, it's like with me. I don't get gas if I just see sun. If you know, you know. If you see sun, it can still be cold. It is generally hot out there. If you're in London, like no pause, but wear shorts, wear a tee. You don't need to layer up. No, not a man's not hot thing. That you lot is hot out there still. And you know, this is only going to last a couple of days, so make the most of it. Next week it's back to being cold. No, big up people inside. Smash the likes. Do you know what I mean?
And you know what? Yeah. Now you've arrived. Yeah. I think, like, obviously, there's a few things that I want to talk about today.
Yeah.
So we'll try and balance it out a bit. But I think a good place to start, yeah, is obviously, you know, ball, innit? Yeah, you know ball, yeah. And I want to get your opinion on Odegaard, innit? Because I think there's no doubt, yeah, that I mean, ability-wise, talent-wise, he's a good player. I don't think there's any doubt there. I don't think anyone doubts that. But I would say over the two places that I would question Odegaard is he never, well, at least I've never seen him step up for Arsenal when we need him to step up in the moments that matter. So I've got a big question mark on him about what he does in the big games for Arsenal. And then the second thing is, I just think he's been poor all season. Like this season specifically, I think he's been poor all season. I know that he's had an injury, and I know there's like people that are speculating that he's still injured and he's just playing through the injury. But I don't think it's so mad that like it makes an excuse for why he's playing so poor in it. So like, what are your thoughts on Odegaard? And if you was an Arsenal fan, or if he was at your club and he was playing the way that he's been playing this season, would you sell him or would you keep him going into the summer window?
That's a mad question. I'm not reacting, Hooks. Do you know what it is? Like, people are just saying this season, right? I remember when he first come to your club. Do you remember when he first come on loan? And there was him or Maddison, that debate when Maddison was obviously at Leicester, right? I think him, Foden, and Palmer slightly are suffering from the same thing. Do you know what I think? I think that in football we overcomplicate things. I just think he's having a bad season, bro, and he'll be back personally. Because if I was an Arsenal fan, right, I'm not gonna be reacting and say this, that, and other. Yeah, the thing is why it's worse on him is Palmer and Foden are captains. He's a captain. Do you get it? And you look to your captain to rise the level. You look for your captain for that encouragement, and it's Declan Rice doing everything Odegaard should be doing, right? But I'll be real. I think football fans are very fickle. I've seen a lot over the last, I'd say, couple weeks. Maybe we should consider selling him if we get a good bid in that. And I'm like, let's just chill out, man. Let's chill out. Because he has been poor. There's no shying away from that. And I'm now seeing him. I didn't see it at first. Obviously, you watch your team more than me. And Arsenal fans, obviously. But when you look like he hides in big games, I know they're saying hiding means you're not stepping up. But some Arsenal fans said, no, he literally hides. I remember you showed a clip one time in your review that he ran away. He runs away from the ball. Even PSG, like, there was a moment where Neves and Vitinha I think they were pressing Rice. Rice collected it from, I believe it was Kivior. He's on a half turn and he's literally ran away from Rice when he should have kind of been. Marino was basically making a recovery run. So Marino was a bit further than Odegaard. So, sometimes they interchange in it. So Odegaard was the second nearest to Rice, and he hid behind him. I was like, bro, this is what us fans are on about. Like, forget the saying hides. He actually hides. Like, he doesn't really show for the ball. And that's alien because he's your creator, bro. Your biggest creator. Like the bar Saka, your creator's not creating. But I think all this selling, cool. If I always say, yeah, 2 poor seasons in a row for a top player is a bit mad. Like, let's say Foden has another poor season. Question needs to be asked for C. If Odegaard has another poor season, then I think questions can be asked. But not over like one season. I know some people say he's been doing this for years, but like I'd say over the course of the season, he was better in other seasons. This year, it's not even just the big games. He actually just been poor overall. Yeah. But I understand the frustration, especially when you're getting to these high-octane games with like PSG and even Real Madrid. Everyone else played well, but him. And now you're sticking out more like a sore thumb. Do you know what I mean? So he does need to step it up, but I just think for him, the season needs to end and he goes again. He goes again next year because I'm not going to be I could easily come in and do the trolling. He's dead. He's this and that. This is a player that I've always liked. And even from Madrid, look, Real Madrid don't sign you at age 15 or not if you're not talented, bro. Like, I'm now starting to hear some Arsenal fans say this guy's not even good. I'm like, what? He's off form. I agree with that. We can't look at Odegaard and say he's not good.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here, bro? But I just think give him another season. If he's still poor, then you cash in, or you might have to entertain that conversation, but not after one full. Because I think in the past, Odegaard might have had a few months where he's poor, but it's not been from start to finish. Do you get? And look, albeit there's another question I've been seeing on through the grapevine and that, like, do you think he really recovered from the injury he had started the season? Because that's another narrative. Some Arsenal fans saying he's going to come out at the end of the season and say, I've been playing through an injury, but I don't rate that because if that's the case, just don't play because football is about what have you done for me lately. So if you're injured and you're playing, fans have a right to criticize you. They're paying their hard-earned money. Do you get? And if anything, if you look at it from another lens, it's kind of you're being a detriment then because we know professionals want to play. Of course, you know professional wants to be on the bench. It's frustrating as hell. Not even professional, football in general. You don't want to be on the bench. But if you are injured and you're still playing, someone else can give that extra 20, 30% that you can't give. Do you get it? So it can be a detriment to the team. So I wouldn't like as a football fan, I wouldn't like if he comes out at the end of the season and says he has maybe if he releases a book in years to come when he retires and then says, the 24 to 25 season I was injured. Calm. If he comes out at the end of the season, Arsenal fans have every right to be mad at him because you shouldn't really be playing through. I know players have done it like your KDBs and that, but difference with them, when they're playing through injury, I remember Gerrard had a mad hernia for us that I think around 2008, 2009. They were still putting in performances. If Odegaard comes out and says at the end of the season that he was playing through injury but had a good season, I don't think, if anything, he'll get more plaudits for that because you were still performing while I was injured. You get what I mean? But if he comes out and says, I had an injury, this is why I wasn't playing well, you look have every right to say, hold on, why are you doing that then? Because we're trying to go for the league, we're trying to go for Champions League, and you're now a detriment because there's other players that might not be as talented as you, but they can give that extra 20, 30%. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's my opinion on him. I think you don't just need to give him another season. I don't think you are, but I'm seeing a lot of reactionary takes. He needs to leave not he needs to leave. We might need to consider him leaving, or is he really good? I'm going to say from now, though, this is what I will say, Hooks. He shouldn't be captain. He should not be captain. 100%. I think 100%. I even think Saka could. For me, the number one is Declan Rice. I think even if you're not an Arsenal fan, you can see that. But I think after Declan Rice, it's then Gabriel. I know a lot of people say, because his English still ain't the greatest, correct me if I'm wrong. I know he can speak English, but it's still not the best. But sometimes you can be a captain through your performance. You don't always have to be shouting. But then I've realised without Gabriel, he's the one who talks to the defence all the time. And it's no coincidence that Saliba's having a bit of a brain fart and making an odd mistake. So I think the top 3 candidates in order are probably Rice, Gabriel, and Saka. But that's one thing I will say. He should not be captain. No way. He shouldn't be captain still. He just should. I think,
do you know, on the Odegaard thing, for me, if you come out the end of the season and you say, I played through injury, then you will have smoke from me for all of the games between when you came back and up to the Real Madrid game
Mm.
because I can understand you being injured, but wanting to, like you're not going to be a footballer and be injured, but know that you can play, but can't play, but not play in the Real Madrid game, not play in the semi-final of the Champions League. I can understand that, but all of the games between that, if you're not fully recovered, then just I know it's hard for a footballer to do, but just say, yo, gaffer, like, but I'm not 100%. Let me just park off. Me, because the thing is, maybe if he parked off for 3 to 5 games, then maybe he recovers. Do you know what I mean? Maybe he recovers. And then that's where my blame would switch from Odegaard to Arteta. Because Arteta's got to be like, raw, you're injured. All right, cool. You're holding bench and you'll come on as a sub because you still haven't recovered yet. And I mean, it's not like we don't have someone that we have. Wanyeri. Imagine all the game time that Wanyeri could have got in Odegaard's role, and imagine what he would be doing now if he was given that game time.
All that experience, all that thing, you literally, and Noel's mad. Hooks, you just actually hit the nail on the head. It's like when I was deep in it, when I said, oh, maybe you wouldn't have someone as talented as Odegaard, but someone can give the extra 20-30%. And where his best role is the 10, is literally the 10. So he's been obviously doing the Saka role when Saka was injured, but that is literally the perfect role for him because he likes that. He likes that role. I hear what you're saying, Che, but the reason why I wouldn't say this is because we've seen he's flourished in Arteta's system as it is. So I think it's a bit deeper than that this season. But you're actually spot on. Bro, I'm actually deep in it. If he comes out and says that, like, it would be mad. And you can't have to look at Arteta then because it's like, bro, you had someone that's tailor-made in that position, tailored to that position that could have stepped in. I didn't even think of that, Hooks.
Even if you don't trust Ethan to play the majority of the games, I need somebody to explain to me why he couldn't have just put Zinchenko there.
Yeah. And Zinchenko has the attribute. Look, he's still got one of the best through balls in the league. He's got that eye of the needle. He's good on the half turn. He has the attribute because 10, let's be honest, 10 is a dying position. It's not really 10s anymore. Like it's more maybe 2 8s and whatnot. They want you to be all action, but I've always said Zinchenko is a quality footballer. He's just not a quality left back. It's simple as that. And I think there's a sample size of games that are evident to prove my point. But he's still a good footballer. He's very technically sound. Whenever I see Zinchenko play for you lot, he puts his foot on the ball and he wants to pass it forward. He wants to penetrate defenses all the time. So imagine him in that 10 role, like slipping it through to a Saka or especially a Martinelli. You know how there was that thing when Xhaka left? We need someone to unlock Martinelli. Yeah. If he was in that 10 or that left role, he would do that for fun. For fun, bro. For fun. Yeah. So yeah.
I can't lie to you, how frustrating it is, isn't it? Like just everything surrounding Odegaard at the moment, I just think is highlighting a clear like flaw that Arteta has in it, and I feel like it's one of them ones that if he doesn't address that going forward, it will continue to hamper us going forward in future seasons, innit? But cool. So let's move a bit on to the PSG Arsenal first leg in it. So my thoughts on it is like, obviously I went into the game real confident. I thought that we'd be able to get the win. There was a lot of people, I would actually say on majority, most people actually thought that Arsenal would win. Like at least a lot of people that I saw, whether that's on YouTube or on Twitter, they was all predicting an Arsenal win. You know, it was our home ground. We've played them before. Arteta knows how Enrique plays. They're both Spanish. They both play kind of similar to a degree. I would say Enrique is probably has the handbrake a bit more off than Arteta, and he allows more freedom within his system. That's probably one of the major differences. And we go into the game, and I'm not even going to talk about like how shit the tifo was or any of that, because you get me. I made a video on that. Go check that out. But I feel like it set the tone in it, and I didn't go to the game, but I heard that everything up until Dembele scored was on point. Obviously, minus the Tifo. The Tifo was crap in it, but like the atmosphere, the fans were up for it, making noise in and out the stadium, in the concourse. Everyone was vibing. It felt like they was good to go. Then obviously we started the game and we looked like we was away. We looked like the nervous ones. We looked like our system had just been shocked. And now looking at it in hindsight, maybe the part A miss impacted us way more than what any Arsenal fan could have ever predicted. Because a few things that I noticed in that game that probably led to the loss and probably why we didn't look as good as what we did versus PSV or Real Madrid is that Declan Rice was in the 6. The whole season that he's flourished, he's been in the 8.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. And then the second thing is Arsenal flourished because Marino was in the 9. We had a link man in the 9. We had someone that could hold up the ball, keep it under control, bring the wingers in. So the wingers had someone that was facilitating for them up front. Trossard doesn't do that. But Trossard, well, I don't think Trossard had to play 9, but Arteta probably went, you know what, the easiest change to make is, without potentially affecting too much of the team, is just bring in Marino in midfield and put Trossard up top in it. I think that he, in hindsight, he probably should have just said, yo, I mean, Declan Rice, you can still play the 6, but Zinchenko, you go into the 8, and then leave Marino up top. Or even what he could have done, he could have moved Skelly there, and then he could have played either Tierney or Zinchenko left back. But what he also could have done is just got, because he's done it before, keep Marino up top and then just put Trossard in the left 8. Because don't get me wrong, I know Trossard, like he's not gonna give you like as much running power as a Rice. He's not really a creator, but he would still, like, for what he lacks in the 8, I don't think it takes away from all the positives that Marino gives in the 9. And there is every opportunity to interchange throughout the game, which didn't happen. Like, at no point in that game did Marino ever go into the 9, which makes no sense to me because Arteta knows how good he's been in the 9. So look, they played us off the park. Yeah, they played us off the park for a large majority of the game. I would say the only area that we probably outshined them, even though they didn't concede, is defensively. Like, I feel like defensively we handled them as well as we could have in it. Like, at the end of the day, we lost, but we only conceded 1 goal. Like, the margin isn't that big. Yeah. So that's kind of like, I guess, like, as like a sum up. That's and I still think we're gonna go through. So I'm still confident that Arsenal will go through to the final because I thought that we was going to beat them home and away. Us losing 1-0 at home doesn't change my opinion that I still think that we will go away and beat them. And with Partey being back in the side, I think that brings like a big plus to the midfield, because now I think we will go and control the midfield. Where we didn't control the midfield at home, I think we will go and control the midfield with Partey in the 6, Rice back in the 8. I personally, I hope and I pray, and whether it happens or not, we'll find out. But just put Odegaard on the bench and then either put Zinchenko there or Wanyeri there. See how the first 45 minutes goes. If it doesn't work out the way that I think a lot of us intend it to go, then bring Odegaard on at half-time and then see what he does for the final 45 minutes of the tie. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. And obviously, before I go get your opinions, obviously, big up Mr. Batty Red with the chat blood, man. Big up Hawks and Romz. Had to send in an appreciation super for this stream. As a Liverpool fan, to Hawks, pure class from Singapore. Hashtag, you have to say that part. Can't lie. Won't lie to anybody.
You never walk alone. Big up, Miss. You know, it's actually, he explained it a couple of weeks ago. It's Mr. Battered, but it's a play on word. Do you know what I mean? Actually, Mr. Battered. But big up, Mr. Battered, all the time. Every week you're here showing love, man. Big up your damn self. But no, Hooks, I kind of echo most things you said. I predicted 3-1. I thought you'd beat them comfortably. Look, I know it's easy to say if this happened, if that happened, but this is just my belief, yeah. If Partey starts, I think that first goal doesn't happen. I just think that first goal doesn't happen. But this is the thing, because he didn't, you now have to adapt. And I think you're right. Arteta got it wrong. And another thing you missed out, but you did say it in your match reaction. I do watch your content, bro. Arteta made the subs too late. I think his first one was what, 80th? It was that 80th or something.
I think on the somewhere between the 84th and the 88th minute, he brought on Ben White for Timber.
That's a joke. And bro, again, that's more defect, because you could argue White's probably a bit better at going forward than Timber, but that's too. Come on, you're 1-0 down. And the thing is, I still think you're going through, and I know people are going to say the intimidation of PSG and whatnot, but I just think for me, and I said this 2 weeks ago, Partey has been your best player this season. And I know some people might say Rice. I know some people might say some people might even say Timber. Some people might say Gabriel. They're three big candidates, but for me, it's Partey. I think that's the sign of a good team when you've got about 3-4 players that can be candidates. But for me, it's been Thomas Partey. I think he's been your best player. And like you said, Rice is first in the 8. Rice couldn't get forward as much as he could. And when he did, you saw what happened. He created an opening for Trossard, which was a fantastic save. But I watched back Big Six Bands. You and Matt were right, bro. Like, Martinelli's chance was much easier than Trossard's. Way easier. Big up Monts if you're watching, but I don't know what you're on about there, bro. But it was a big save from Donnarumma. Big save from Donnarumma, right? But look, that's still 2 chances. Not like you didn't get chances against them, but then they did, because this is where I think in football they say take your chances, bro. Because Ramos, I don't know what technique he's doing toe punting it. He just needed to put his foot through it, right? And who was the other player that missed?
Barcola.
Yeah, he needs to be better. I can't lie, Hook. If they leave Emirates 3-0 up, I think, yeah, like it's done. I think they're going through. But people are acting like, look, say what you want about PSG and whatnot, because they did play off the park. We've experienced it. Aston Villa's experienced it, right? But it's not like you have to overturn a 2-3-4-0 deficit. It is 1 goal. Yeah, but this is what I will say. Hook. I think you go through in it. I think you win. I think you actually win 2-1 at their 2-1. Sorry, not 2-1. I think you win 3-1 at their ground, right? The same thing I think it would have been at the Emirates. But I think first goal is crucial. What I will say is if they get the first goal, I do think you're out. Like, I don't know if your team has enough character to come back from a 2-0 deficit personally. But I think if you get the first goal, it's on. And I do think you do get the first goal. And balance is Declan Rice, like you said, some people think he's been your best player, or he's definitely been one of him in that 8 and Partey back in the 6. Because let's be honest, them two are pivotal to your system. I do think you'll be in better stead over there. Yes, it will be intimidating. Yes, they'll have better tifos and whatnot. It will, and it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough.
Is it hard to have a better tifo than?
No, it's not. That I can't. I saw on Twitter. Apparently, your club, they just disregarded a fan made one, like a fan led one, and then just got in the cannon, which is because them things, like you said, them little things add to the atmosphere and whatnot, and it's just good for the ties. But I do think you go through. But what I would say, and I think you might admit, and it's hypocritical for me because I got knocked out by these lot. But I think I underestimated them because I know they're cold, but I just thought you lot being resolute, being at the Emirates. I didn't see a 1-0. It's not even that they won, it's the fact they kept a clean sheet. It's not even like it was a 2-1 or 3-1. They actually kept a clean sheet at your ground. But I do think you go through. I do, but it will be tough. It will be tough. But I told you, I've had a weird thing. After Madrid, my mind was made up. Even though you lost to Emirates, I said Arsenal winning this is going to make me sick. But Arsenal winning this because I feel like after beating Madrid, it's that mad psychological factor. But PSG are a better footballing team than Madrid this season. And that obviously we've discussed over the weeks. But I just think you're going to go to Paris with a different mindset, man. A different mindset. And you're going to have Partey, which I said, you're missing your best player of this season. You'll have him back. You'll definitely have him back. But yeah, it'll be tough. It'll be a tough game, bro. But I think you will get the job done. What I will say though, Arteta needs to heavily rotate against Bournemouth this weekend. You don't need exactly, bro. back to that comment. Even though we beat them, bro, Zayn, yeah, I've never felt how I felt against PSG in years. I can't remember the last club that made me feel like that. Really, that just battered us from start to finish. I've not felt like that at an away ground in a long time. I'm trying to think off the top of my head, but yeah, there's not been many. So you're right, but yeah, I think you don't get it done. I do think you don't get it done. I just think what part is the balance part is going to give you. He's going to put out them fire because that Dembele goal, right? He puts out that fire that he doesn't let that ball basically go out wide, so they can go on the counter. But yeah, man, I think you'll get the job done. What rival fans are going to do our job and get at you lot and want to wind you lot up, but this narrative that it's done after 1-0, bro, if this was 2-3-0, I would even be coming on here saying Hooks, I think it's done. But it's one goal.
I would be saying it's done as well. You know what I mean? But it's one goal. But obviously, if I say that as an Arsenal fan, I'm deluded, isn't it? So it's nice to know that my rival fans are saying it as well. And do you know what? Just one. Obviously, by the way, big up Do-Rag Diaries on the raid, my brother.
Yeah, George, every time.
Make sure you man are subscribing to him if you're not, and also make sure you're subscribing to Football Verbal. The channel is in the title. You don't have to go too far. And make sure you are subscribing to this channel. We're not too far away from 4.8K. So the last thing that I'll say, because obviously you brought up Declan Rice, and I think that a lot of people that like they really need to deep this year. That I think I just love Declan Rice, you know, because to me he was the only one on that pitch who like visually looked angry. Like he looked vexed at the other players. Like you know them ones where it's like, do you man not understand what we're doing right now? Like, do you man not understand where we are? Like, do you man not understand that we're in a semi-final of the Champions League? What are you man doing? He pretty much played midfield by himself. And that's probably why we conceded, because he was meant to be in the 6. But whether it's a bit of, I don't know, like a bit of nature because he's been playing in the 8 and he's been so used to bombing up and down, he's moving about a lot. That creates space. If that space is not there, then Dembele, he's not, do you get it? He doesn't have that sort of time. So him moving back to the 8, yeah, and this is something that we missed massively in the game. Declan Rice is now free to charge up and down the field. So that means all of that free time that Vitinha and Neves had on the ball, they're not going to have that in the second leg. That's just not going to have that, because he's going to be pressing mad high, bro. He's going to be doing up.
Do you know what? Yasser makes a good point in the comments, yeah? He said Rice left the space for the Dembele goal. But what I'm trying to say, big up Yasser, by the way, big up yourself. But what I'm trying to say is, Partey, he's more tactically astute in the 6. Partey wouldn't have vacated that. This is what I'm trying to say. In my opinion, I've just got to be objective here. I think Partey doesn't vacate that space, because you're right. But I feel like the reason why Rice did that is because he's doing other people's roles as well as his own. Do you know what I mean? And that's why I understand what you say, Hooks. Like having Rice back in that 8, and bro, do you want me to be honest? And it's Arteta is not going to do this. He's not. But like we spoke about earlier, I think you should go Partey, Rice, and big up Damon. I think you should go Partey, Rice, and where are you in the 10, you know? Fuck it. Just do something a bit different. Yeah, I think he won't do that. He won't, because he's your captain. He's not gonna drop his captain.
And that's the problem. Like, why do we know this? I don't know about you, but I don't have any coaching badges.
I don't either.
Yeah. My highest achievement, when it comes to coaching football, is being able to take Wrexham all the way from non-league to winning the Champions League in Football Manager, bro. That's my highest footballing achievement, bro. And even I know that. So why do you know what? Yeah, it's
Wrexham. You see what they're doing now,
bro. I might have to get the Wrexham top, you know. I might have to get the Wrexham top, you know. I can't lie. I might start doing Wrexham watch-alongs from next season. But Ryan Reynolds, I'm an entertaining guy. Shout me, bro. You get it. Come on. But you see, it's not. Do you know what it is? Yeah, it's one of the things that I think. Well, not one of the things, because there's one of many things. But I think this is one of the clearest things obviously aside from winning trophies, that separates Arteta from a manager like Wenger is Wenger would just try it.
Yeah.
Wenger wouldn't know 100% it would work, but he would try it. He would actually just try it. Do you know what I mean? Like Wenger would, like if we had Wenger as our manager right now, he would see all the qualities of Ranieri and go, do you know what, Odegaard, I can't lie to you. I have to try this, brother. Do you know what I mean? Like, because Wenger, he cares about football and talent in it, and he'd just be like, do you know, I'm sorry, Odegaard, like you're not really doing too well. I have to try this, brother. Like I just have to. Like for all the betterment of football, I have to develop this guy. Do you know what I mean? And that's what Arteta doesn't do. Arteta doesn't try to experiment. Like we know that Odegaard's gonna play. We don't even need to talk about it.
That's why I don't even know what I kind of said. That's the something I would do, and probably yourself, but it's not going to happen, bro. But you know what I would say? Cool. Odegaard's going to start. But you know what Arteta needs to do? Make that January for Odegaard switch earlier then. If you're not going to start him, at least try and make it early. Change something because, bro, the guy's getting the ball and your creator's not creating, bro. He's literally not creating. But that's the thing with PSG, right? They were class. Like, for me, they were just wicked. And I've not seen you look dominated at home in years like that, especially the first 20 minutes. I'll tell you, after the first 20 minutes, it started to come a bit more free. But that first 20 minutes, I think I messaged you during the game. I said, I've not seen an Arsenal team in probably about 2-3 years have a spell of just being dominated at their own gaff. But I keep saying this, and I'm consistent with this year. You can get at PSG's defense. The reason why I think we made them look better than we did because our whole front line was off. Like, we weren't on it. Villa showed second leg. And even their goal at the Parc des Princes when they hit in the count, I think McGinn to Rashford to Rodgers. You can get PSG. Look, because a lot of teams send one fullback and make the other one invert. They send both forward. That's how your chance for Trossard come about. Declan Rice broke from a counter and Trossard had the 1-on-1. Same with Martinelli. Actually, I think Martinelli was more of a through ball. I can't remember who played it, but it was a cold through ball. But then Martinelli had the 1-on-1. Bro, you can get at this PSG defense, but do you know what I will say, though? Do you know what I will say? Which is, this is a big advantage for them, not just penalty shootouts, even in game. Because I've never been a big fan of Donnarumma, because I feel like when I've watched him for AC Milan and when I've watched him for PSG, he's made some mad mistakes for his height. But what I will say is keepers do mature much later. Centre-backs and keepers normally mature like late 20s, early 30s, and they can play a bit longer than attackers and midfielders, yeah. But, bro, he's come up clutch this knockout stage. In the Villa game, in our game, the penalty shootout, that save for Trossard. Bro, that's 9 times out of 10 that goes in against most other keepers, bro. He hit that, look, bro, he got down low and fast, quickly, pause. But, yeah, Donnarumma, he's a big advantage for them. That's what I will say. So, your attack needs to be on it. And this is where it's mad for you lot, because in your front line, the only guy I got my money on scoring a 1-on-1. I know Martinelli scored a cold one in the Bernabeu, but if there's one that I know will do it 9 times out of 10, it's Bukayo Saka, bro. I don't really trust a Trossard, Martinelli, or Marino to score a high-pressured 1-on-1. Do you get it? Yeah. Like, and you saw it, but I can't take anything away from Donnarumma as well. It's too good. The thing is, the Martinelli one, I think it was closer at him. It was more straight at him, innit? Martinelli should have done better, as to why I said it was the easier chance. Trossard one, I think Trossard did everything right. No, actually, Mont said something true. Like, he took a touch away from the goal, which made the shot a bit harder. That's what I will say. But the actual shot itself, I think, was actually good. You just have to give credit to Donnarumma. But I think PSG... For me, PSG weren't even that great defensively, bro. But going forward, bro, that midfield. For me, Fabian Ruiz was the best player on the pitch. I know Tina's going to get the plaudits. And Neves was cold as well. And the front three. But for me, Fabian Ruiz, what he was doing from start to finish, cold. He was cold. And they'll be a very tough team. And I just think you lot need that first. If you don't get that first goal, you go through. You know what? I'm saying I still think you lot go through because I think you get the first goal. But if they do, straight away, for me, it's done. For me, it's done. And you look these, I think first 15, 20, just I can't even say quiet down the crowd because PSG can be 4-0 down and them drums are still banging, them ultras are still moving mad. So let me not say quiet down the crowd, but like disrupt their rhythm, should I say? Because the first 20, they just, bro, they were doing it as they pleased at your ground. And even the commentators were saying it, even your fan base was saying it. We've not really seen anyone do this to us at the Emirates in years. But you lot need to disrupt their rhythm. Maybe you lot try and have more of the ball than them. It's going to be tough, but these are things you have to, because you remember, you lot have the deficit. You lot can't do the conservative thing or the resolute thing. You actually have to go for the game, which could actually be to your detriment. You know what? Next week's going to be so interesting. It's going to be so interesting, bro. But yeah, I just feel like you lot, if you get the first goal, I feel like you'll be good because me to remember, PSG, they said there's a stat before the game. You two are the two teams that have played the most games in history and not won the competition. But no one can use the heritage thing. That PSG have shut the bed as well. That's the thing. Yeah. Arsenal in Champions League haven't really done like you've never been like up bare in the first leg, then bottled it where they actually have. So if you wanted to go heritage for heritage, you lot probably got a bit more than them. Even though none of you have won it, like they've bottled a first, like what was it, 4-0 up or 4-1 up to Barca, and Barca did that mad remontada.
Like, differently, crazy.
I think PSG did it another year to Chelsea. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat if there's any Chelsea fans in. But PSG have known to have comebacks, but like because you lot have never really battered a team first leg, you've never really had that capitulation in the Champions League, from what I remember anyway. So yeah, like. I just think if you put it like this, I think if there's any team that can deal with the pressure better, I genuinely believe it's Arsenal a bit more. But then, do you know what? Yeah, I was just about to say this. Big up Peppermint Freedom. PSG have made the final more recently, so maybe the pendulum swings in their way. It's going to be very interesting, bro. Very interesting. Very. Yeah. In fact, both ties, because even the other one 3-3 and your one's only a 1-0 deficit. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, that other game was mad though, innit? But you know what? Just on a quick one, my prediction for the second leg is 2-0 Arsenal, innit? What do you think the score's gonna be?
I'm gonna go. Actually, I'm gonna go 3-1 after extra time. I think you lot are gonna get put to the trenches because I think you'll win the actual 90 minutes 2-1. And I prefer the old format. I prefer away goals. I know a lot of people don't. Because I feel like in away goals is an incentive. Like away goals is an incentive. Like if you score a lot away from home when it's supposed to be tougher, I hate that they got rid of that rule, but that's just my personal opinion, right? And before people say because it benefited your club, there's many times it didn't benefit my club as well, bro. Many times. So I've had it both ways. But I think 2-1, you win the actual 90 minutes, and then I can see Saka just getting probably the most important goal of his career. And you winning 3-1 after extra time. That's how I think it will go. But I hope it don't go that way. But I just think it will.
Yeah, let's keep the hater thing. So look, just a topic to close out on. Yeah, I'm gonna make a statement / ask you a question in it. I want to know your opinion on it. In it. So this season, so basically Liverpool. You've won the Premier League. Yeah. Won the Premier League. Now, before you won the Premier League, you locked up the Salah new contract, you locked up the Virgil van Dijk new contract, and then you went on to secure the Premier League title. Like, if we're talking about endorphins and things like that, I don't think it can get any higher for a Liverpool fan. That all considered, do you think this could potentially be the best ending to a Liverpool season that you've seen?
Well, yeah. Do you know what? Yeah. Because when I'm deep in our great seasons, right, I'd see 21 to 22 when we won the domestic double and we're 2 games away from going for the quadruple. The reason why, do you know what? To answer my question, yes, like you said, 2 of our best players tying down the contracts and winning the league that I can actually see. I hear this UKAA, but the reason why I'm going to go through some good endings of a season, yeah? Then again, 18-19's up there, the Champions League. and finishing on 97 points. I know we didn't win it, but and losing one game was a mad season. I'll edit this season, but I'll go through some good season endings, right? 18-19, even though we lost the league, beating Spurs, and even away we lost the league. The manner we lost the league, 1 point, losing one game, winning. It was mad. 18-19. 18-19 is the best Liverpool team I've seen in my lifetime. Even better than our one that we won the league after. I think 18-19 we were just a joke, going away to Bayern Munich and duppying them. Smashing Barca 4-0 after being 3-0 down. And not even that, even in the league, bro, only losing to Man City, which were the champions. 18-19 was, for me, the best Liverpool team I've seen in it. I've always said that. But 19-20, I can't, even though we won the league, bro, it was lockdown. It was an unprecedented thing for the whole world. So I can't say that was the best ending. 21-22 was mad because I know we lost the Champions League and Prem, but we won the domestic double. Thiago had one of his best. I know a lot of people say Thiago's a flop, but them last 6 months for us, different. Smashing Man City 3-0 in the FA Cup semi-final, and the way we just buried them. But do you know what, Hooks? I think this is the best ending, bro. Because I know we won 2 trophies that year, but I rather won Prem than the domestic double. And we get to celebrate it. Like, if you're my age, like 30 and under and whatnot, we can actually see it now. So,
bro,
yeah,
look at you trying to add years onto your life, you know. You're funny, you know. Man said 30 and under, you're correct.
No, because it would be, bro. Like, do you know what I would say? 2005 was, I think we finished 5th in the league, though. The league campaign weren't the greatest, but I would have only been 6 or 7. So I do remember it vaguely. I remember my dad shouting and picking me up and that. So I do vaguely remember it, but you remember more when you're older, when you understand the game. So, no, Hooks, to answer your question, this is the best ending to a Liverpool season to add keywords, in my lifetime, because speak to man that are born in the 70s and 80s. Like, my old man will tell you when we won doubles, and I think we won the baby treble we won a treble, not the treble. I think it was 84 when it was League Cup, Champions League, and the league title, yeah. Them for like, my dad said, bro, that was one of the best. He was like 8-9 years old, but in my lifetime, yeah, bro, I think it was. When I deep it actually was. Contracts being tied up. We're going to spend in the summer. We won the league. Yeah, bro. 4 games to go. It actually is. It actually is.
First guard of honor at Chelsea, Stamford Bridge.
Yeah.
So, you know what, yeah?
Hopefully, second guard of honor from you lot. Hopefully, you've been knocked out by then. I have to add that in.
No. We didn't need that second part. But the first part was cool enough. You know what I'm saying? The first part was cool enough. But yeah, I don't know. I was just thinking about. I was like,
bro, can I shout out Kathy, because that's mad. Big up Kathy Jones. She said LFC is a great part of my life. Supported them since I was 5. I'm now 60. Big up. So look, someone like Kathy, obviously put your answer in, but someone like Kathy that's supported the club for ages now, this might not be the best ending to season for her, because she's seen us win more stuff. Do you know what I mean? But for me, man,
she would have seen the Liverpool dominance in the 80s.
80s, exactly. Yeah,
because
UK A8Q makes a very good point. I was 3 years. I was born 98, innit? I was only 3 years. No, I was 2 actually, because my birthday's later on in the year. I don't remember this. I'll be real. I genuinely don't remember this, but that's a shout.
I do though, and it's not nice. It wasn't.
Yeah. Because you battered. Do you know what it was? Obviously, I've watched the archives. Like, you battered us. I think Lundberg hit the post. Henry missed a few 1-on-1. You actually smoked us from start to finish, and we won. Do you know what it was reminiscent of? Remember when you smoked? Remember when United smoked you in the FA Cup final 2005, but you just beat them on penalties? Like, that's the thing. You see, finals, it's not about who plays better, bro. You just need to take your chances. Honestly.
Yeah. No, that's big, and that's the thing that that's the thing that Arsenal lack now, man. Like, in all reality, like, you know, I think any Arsenal fan that is between the ages of maybe, well, let's just say 28 and above. I would say any Arsenal fan that's like 28, 29 and above, like, that's one of the things that will probably jar Arsenal fans the most, is that we always had players that would just step up. So always had those players that were just clinical, bro. Like, we had those players that were like, nah, like, I want to go win something for the fans. I don't feel like we have that at the moment. I know Saka's trying, and I know Rice is a good addition to that, but it's not enough, man. We need more. Like when you look across, like when you look at all of, like, for example, yeah, if you look at like the teams that are left in the Champions League, yeah, all of them have like difference.
4 or 5 players. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean.
4 or
Whereas
5
you've
different
only
players.
really got around 2, you would say.
Yeah.
You could say 3, but one of them injured. Because let's be honest, would it be a surprise if Gabriel was playing a bullet header in that semi-final or whatnot? I'll say you've got about 3, but obviously one's injured. But I know exactly what you mean. I look at this Arsenal team, and you only really, it's just Saka and Rat. Because after Rice, what you done against Madrid, bro, you can't do that and not have X factor in it. And I can see Rice just 40-yard screamer. Do you get it? But like, you're spot on. Like, if you look at your old teams, you had Lundberg, Bergkamp, Perez. You had about 5, 6. In fact, your whole front 6 could probably just win a game by themselves. You look at PSG's team now. Doué, Kvaratskhelia, Vitina, and Dembele. In my opinion, them 4 can be a match winner. They can get that decisive goal. Or even Donnarumma with a decisive save. You look at Inter, I said, are probably one of the teams that's similar to you, where I don't watch Inter a lot, but when I do, I'm not the biggest fan of Lautaro Martinez. I respect what he's done this season. He's a goal machine, but he's not my type of player. Thuram was a cold back heel, but I only really look at their team and go, probably Barella, Thuram, and Martinez. So I'll say they're similar with you. They've only really got 3, but Inter fans might be shouting at the screen right now because, again, I don't watch you lot that much. But Barca, Yamal, Yafrina, Lewandowski, Olmo can jump in with a goal. Pedri, maybe it doesn't even have to be a goal. It can be a decisive assist or pass. Do you know what I mean?
Lewandowski.
I know what you mean. Yeah, literally, bro. Sorry, Bastoni as well. Bastoni, I know, because sometimes he can come in with a clutch header in that. But you're right, Hooks. I'll say you and Inter probably have the least out of the last 4. That players that can just, you look to like, yeah, you can win me this game. When the chips are down, like when I need something out of nothing. So you're spot on, bro. I actually hear you're spot on. And I feel like that's why you need to be looking at the caliber of player. Like, you're not going to get him. We're not going to get him. But this is just an example before anyone goes mad. A player like a Isak, do you know what I mean? A player like a Rodrigo. Because, by the way, Rodrigo's on the market. So I think every top club should be on him. Us, yourself, Man City. But I know what you mean. You need more match winners on, or not even necessarily. If they're not forwards, maybe a midfielder that plays the eye of the needle. Like you've had them in Cesc Fabregas, you've had them in like a Erz and whatnot. I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean, bro. I think defense, you're all right. I think actually defense, you're all right. I think you don't need that any match winners or a stand-up defense, because I think your back four is one of the best. 13th title. Big up your damn self. That's crazy. Big up Kathy. But left back, I think with when everyone's fit, Lewis, Skelly, Timber, Gabriel, you don't. That's one area. Maybe you need depth, but you don't need to sign a starter to replace any of them. But in terms of your midfield and going forward, I agree with you, bro. I agree.
Was such a underrated.
Yeah. His feet were crazy. Even Rosicky, bro. Remember Rosicky? I remember his body against Spurs out of the. Yeah.
It was just the injury thing with Rosicky, man. But we have had some proper ballers in it. But I hear it. So obviously, wrap it there, innit? Big up. Love for coming through again, Romz, man. Like I say, even though it's the guard of honor thing now, and hey, I mean, by the next time we do the show, the title might just be pain. The title might be the title. The title might be pain because that by next week, by the next show, we will know whether my season is done or not. Do you know what I mean? We'll know. We'll know whether my season is done or not.
Yeah, we will.
We'll know. And so yeah, obviously, fingers crossed.
Quickly, Hooks, yeah. Just before we wrap up, you rotating against Bournemouth, because I remember last week you said you still wanted to keep that momentum, but now it's that confirmed with champions. Now you will do the rotating thing, innit?
Yeah, fuck all that.
Yeah.
I see. Do you know what?
Big up Adrian Guna.
I see this brother play any of the starters, bro. I'm gonna be vexed, bro. I won't lie to anyone.
Quickly, how many changes would you like to see? Like the whole 11 or like maybe 7 or 8?
Everybody, bro. Like I'd even put Neto in goal.
Fair.
Bro, everybody, bro. Like everybody, bro. There's no. I hear the momentum thing, yeah. But what happens if you play your starters, yeah, and then they lose the game, and then we pick up another injury.
And
What then?
because not only injury, morale's down as well because a loss affects everyone. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Bun all of that, bro. Arteta, if you're anyone from Arsenal that's watching now, bro, tell Mikel Arteta, don't do it. Yeah. But sack this brother if he plays any starters, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just, bro, I can't lie to any. Do you know what? Yeah, if he plays any starters against Bournemouth,
he has to go, blood. He has to go, blood.
You know what I mean? He has to go, blood. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So yeah, but obviously, big up everyone that came through. Just make sure on your way out, you're liking the video. Make sure on the way out, you're subscribing to the channel, trying to get to 5K, and make sure you're helping Romz and his brothers them get to 5K as well at Football Verbal. I just want a quick thing. There was anything new coming out this week you want to shout out?
I actually got the videos mixed up last week. So tonight the drafts dropping. So it's players that I've played for in our Arsenal. The four Champions League semi-finalists, Barcelona and PSG. But remember, some players have played for both, like Bergkamp, Arsenal and Inter, or like Neymar, Messi. Do you get a lot of players have played Vieira? A lot of players have played for both. So it was interesting, man. Some of us had cold teams, the others a bit questionable, but it was you lot will enjoy it. That dropped today at 7 p.m. on the stream, and the current video is just reviewing the quarterfinal second leg. So yeah.
Okay, cool, sweet, perfect. Well, people, go and check that out. Drop a like when it drops, and yeah, man. I guess I'll catch you next time. Come on, you.